County Board of
You're good.
Winnebago County Board of Adjustment public hearing for September 26th, 2023 to order. We begin by introducing ourselves. I am Greg Cargus from the town of Oshkosh.
Tom Tuchel,
Tom Verstegen, Tom Black.
Daniel Fave, Assistant Zoning Administrator with Winnebago County. The appeals process is as follows. One, an aggrieved person may appeal a final decision made by the Board of Adjustment by filing an appeal with the Court of Competent Jurisdiction within 30 days of the final decision.
A decision will not be made this evening. It will be made next week, Thursday, October 5th. You can contact the zoning office after like 9 o'clock in the morning to find out the results of a decision. Anyone wishing to give testimony this evening need to be sworn in prior to giving testimony. Only one person can speak at a time, so Karen can hear everything. The applicant tonight is Derek Liebhauser, and tax parcels are 006 0617 006 0618 and 006 0632 in the town of Clayton. I'll have the legal description read by Tom.
legal description being all of the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter, all of the southwest quarter of the northeast quarter, and part of the northwest quarter of the southeast quarter, all in section 24, township 20 north, range 16 east, town of Clayton, Winnebago County, Wisconsin.
Okay, the applicant is requesting variance for a substandard shore yard setback requirement. And what would you like to give testimony first? Let's see, please step forward and get sworn in by Karen.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
State your name and address.
Doug Wells with McMahon Associates, at 1445 McMahon Drive in Neenah, 54956.
All right, Doug, tell us what you would like to do.
So basically what we're coming to you tonight for the variance request, we're working on a residential multifamily, kind of a commercial business type development in the town of Clayton. And within our development, there's a navigable stream that runs through the development. And with the layout that we have, there's 2 stream crossings that we're looking at improving with street crossings with culverts, asphalt pavement streets, sanitary sewer, water main, and one of the crossings also has a trail crossing in that stream corridor. So basically, we're just looking for a variance for them improvements within them 2 stream crossings.
Okay. Now you said there's gonna be public sewer out there.
Yes,
Along with public water also.
correct.
So then is there gonna be storm sewer or is it just gonna be?
There's open ditches out here, so
There isn't.
Yeah.
Is any of that drainage gonna be going into this waterway that's there right now?
basically in the development, drainage is usually directed towards the stormwater ponds for stormwater quality purposes before they enter into any stream, so.
Okay. We were out there and took a look at it, was it a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. Do you know, have any knowledge if there's any water in that drainage?
From my understanding, not very often. We were very surprised that the DNR even classified it as a navigable stream.
Yeah.
I believe there's been farming activities that's gone through the stream. All the times I've been out there, my crews, I personally haven't been doing field work, but my field crews, when they're out there, there hasn't been any water in the stream corridors.
Who actually approves the like the culvert sizes and the plan for?
So basically, there's usually a stormwater management plan put together and that's submitted, to the county, to the town.
But was it like a stream survey had to be done for 500-year flood purposes? And in order for sizing the pipes, you can't just say, oh, I think it's a 36-inch pipe.
Well, basically, there hasn't been like a stormwater study done on the stream corridor itself. Usually what they end up doing, and again, I'm just a surveyor, so I'm not the design engineer for this project, but they'll pick a storm event, I guess, certain storm event to size culvert crossings and stuff like that, based on stream crossings like that. there are times where they may require a flood study be done or something like that, but in this case, that hasn't been required in this development.
So this
Right.
becomes,
Well, it's just surprising because when I've seen required, at least do the math on the size of the drainage area that's funneling into that stream, and then given a certain storm event, you can do the math on how much water is gonna end up.
That's exactly what
Stream,
happens.
yes.
Yep, in this case, yeah,
So is that been done?
that's been done. yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and that helps them size the stormwater ponds and the culverts and everything that's
Sure.
needed.
Okay.
But they use a certain storm event to be able to do that calculation.
Well, everything will funnel into the stormwater ponds and then they will overflow into this ditch.
Yeah, they're
as
designed to
needed. Right.
filter
Yep.
the waters before they enter the navigable streams.
so this determination of the navigable stream is around relatively recent event, right?
Correct, yes.
So for ages beyond that, it was not,
It was never
What-
considered
what
navigable.
prompted the new declaration?
Well, basically through some of the permitting process that we have to go through. Had the DNR go out there, when the DNR went out there, they made the determination. So, yeah,
Is it navigable all the way to the west boundary of this development?
to the west boundary of the property, yes.
Okay, then I'm confused by the fact that very nicely you have 75-foot setbacks in all the lots along the stream until we get to lots 52 and 53. There, I don't see that 75-foot setback.
So that has been changed. So originally, when we put this whole development together, this design, at that point in time, it was not considered a navigable stream. Okay, so it was, the county didn't have it mapped as a navigable stream, and it wasn't until the DNR went out there and actually did a determination.
This one.
And then we ended up going back and we adjusted the lots in that area where that, on the west side there where you're talking about. We increased them lot sizes and then we ended up putting a 75-foot setback on there.
We do have the most updated map here for the board to look
Yeah,
at.
we didn't have that.
Oh, okay, I apologize,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
good.
that was revised because of that.
So those two lots, 52 and 53 are eliminated then.
They were made bigger to account for the 75-foot setbacks.
Okay, so these just change the numbers out.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was some reconfigurations
Yeah.
done due to that,
Okay,
so. But yeah, that was the unfortunate part, is that was found out after the project was in the initial stages when it wasn't considered navigable.
We just got new pictures of the culvert crossing. And one of them has a cul-de-sac there. I presume that's about where lots 52 and 53 are gonna be.
Yeah, and that's a temporary cul-de-sac.
That was my question.
Yep.
And even with this new drawing, I can't make heads or tails of those culverts. What are their dimensions?
I would have to look on this plan here. Basically,
this,
the double culvert crossings, them are 238-inch by 60-inch. They're more of a squash pipe, correct, correct. And then the same thing with the other one by the cul-de-sac, the same thing, 38 by 60s.
And the sewer and water will be running under the waterway or across the tops of the culverts?
I'm assuming that the sewer and that will be below the culverts, but crossing the stream borders, just due to coverage and serviceability for the utilities.
any other questions? No. Yeah, once we got the new stuff, it's kind of clarify something.
Oh, good,
Yeah, the numbers. were
thank
all
you for that,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you for providing that.
Yes.
Deanna, is there any correspondence?
Yes, there is. So from the town of Clayton, both their town findings and town conditions point us to their minutes. So item A on their minutes, they made a motion and unanimously recommend approval for the variance for this application. And then the Wisconsin DNR weighed in and they gave us their normal, please remember to look at. All three criteria, and I'll read this last little section they sent. It is the responsibility of the Board of Adjustment to assure the statutory standards for the granting of a variance are met. The standards help to ensure protection of public interests, including the preservation of water quality and fish and wildlife habitat along lakes and rivers. Wisconsin's navigable waterways are held in trust for all people to enjoy. The shoreline setback is important to protect the water quality, natural scenic beauty, and the fish and wildlife habitat of Wisconsin's waterways. The department appreciates your commitment to Winnebago County's water resources and protection of public interest for future generations. Same as usual. And that's it.
Okay, and then, as you stated earlier, Doug, the town, this was part of the comprehensive plan and the future
Yes.
development plan,
Yes,
so.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that.
we've already received approval from the town on behalf of the preliminary and final plats already for the development, so.
Alrighty,
Are the phases just gonna roll pretty quickly after?
It'll depend. Derek is actually the developer here for the project, and you know, the phases will be kind of depending on how the sales go for each phase, but. He's hoping for what, like a 3 or 5 year total build out.
Yeah. Pretty good.
yeah, anyone else want to give any testimony for or against the variance request? No, assume not, yes. Anything else from
Nope, it's not here.
the board? No, okay, if not, I guess we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Social moves to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it.